everyone, welcome or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. How are you? I hope you've had a lovely couple of days and a lovely weekend since I was last with you. Yeah, I can't give you an update on Oscar's gym competition because it hasn't happened yet. So I'm filming this straight after the cash stuffing that I did on Friday, just because I don't have enough time over the weekend to film at a separate time. But yeah, I'll let you know about that on Friday's cash stuffing. But yeah, so we are going to do an unstuffing and condensing today, and it is a whopper. So the thumbnail will say we're unstuffing £3,500. That's true, but I don't want words. A lot of that is in placeholders. So yeah, so I don't want anyone like thinking they're going to see like a mega cache of money, which would be very exciting, wouldn't it? Mega stack of money. But yeah, so yeah, mostly in placeholders. So yeah, sorry about that. Right, so we are unstuffing a total of £3,525, which it's just such a huge amount. The majority of that is holiday, but we have also done an awful lot of spending sort of here, there and everywhere. So yeah, so let's just get stuck into it. So first off, we are going into cash. So we, where can I put this? Can you sort of see it if it's there? Move that back a bit. Right, have it a rejig. This is really tricky. So for cash, we have got a bottle of bubbly and a card for Ben's mum and her now husband. So that was £22.05. And then also we paid for that wedding lunch, which was £227.54. So that's all a total of £249.59. But we are going to take £250 out of cash for that one. I'm just going to have to leave this here. If it is off screen, then sorry, but that's just what I need to do. So £250. Which I think is exactly what we did just put in. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50. Yeah, 250. Perfect. So that is all going back to the bank for the credit card, which is lovely. But cash is now empty, which makes me feel very vulnerable. Oh, I don't like it. Then next we've got health. So we've got some prescriptions that need to come out, which was for Ben for a bad back. So that's 21.30. So we're just going to take 20 out of health. So we no longer need that because it's not fully funded, fully stuffed even. And 20 is coming out there. So we should have 180 left. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. Yeah. 180 left, and we're not going to condense those smaller notes or send this back to the bank. So cash and health I keep in cash because ideally we're meant to spend with cash, but more often than not we forget to take the cash with us, and that's why we use the credit card. So the way that I do things, I've got 3 different accounts. So I've got our bills account, which is just for our bills, and we don't do any other spending out of that. That's so that I can keep that all neat and tidy and lovely, and I know where that is. We've got a 4 weekly spending account, which is where I do the weekly allocation for cash stuffing and hyperjar. So that is its own self-contained little beast. And then anything that we spend that doesn't exist in a specific pot in Starling, we then just do on the credit card and then unstuff the cash. But like I said, we should be taking the cash out with us and using the cash, which I would much rather do. But yeah, sometimes you know what it's like. You're out and about and you're like, oh, I need to go and grab that. And then that's when we use the credit card. But what we do is we pay the credit card off back down to 0 every single month. And we've been doing this since we repaid the debt in July. And we got the credit card literally for this reason, and to keep my credit score going, because once we paid off all the debt, I didn't have any creditors any longer. So I need the credit card just to sort of prove that I'm still, you know, a worthy person to have credit. So yeah, that's why we do things the way we do things. Right, so that was health. Right, next, car. So out of car, of tyres and tracking was £351.52. So we're going to be taking £350 out of car. So that is actually in Starling. So I will just move the money digitally from our Starling, which is our 4 weekly account, over to the bills account, which is where the credit card bill will come out of. So I'll make that move, that transfer manually afterwards. So what I am going to do to make sure I'm keeping on top of things though is £350. So I've taken the £1,000 placeholder out. I'm going to put £350 into the tray just so that I am able to add things up in a minute. And then I'm going to put £750 into here. So I've got £750 left digitally, and that is my reminder that that money exists. So £750 in car still. And then that's it for everything else. I don't think there's anything to condense or update, because we did new home the other day. £800 in there now, which is very exciting. So that is it for that binder, and it is so skinny. It's funny how like thick those 20s get in the binders. It's really weird. Right, so next we have got stuff. So £8.75 for some catering ingredients. So we're going to take out £10. And I don't faff about with coins and stuff for unstuffings and condensings, because it's just not necessary. So we have now got in stuff 20, 40, 50, 65. And I'm going to leave those little notes because, again, we are meant to use cash for stuff, so it's nice to have those little notes to break things down a bit. Clubs, nothing unstuffing for clubs or to condense. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 in clubs, which is fine. Lushers. Right, so uniform. We can take some of this back to the bank, I think. So 20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 275 in here. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to condense it, but I need to keep it separate because I want to make sure I've got enough money going back for the credit card. So 275. So I need a £200 placeholder. I'm not going to bother with a 50 in here, and we'll keep 75. So 2, 4, 6, 70. So this should be 200, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 2. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to pop that to the side because that is going back to the bank into a savings pot, whereas the rest of the money is going back to the credit card. And I just need to keep them separate. So we've got 275, 24, so yeah, all good for uniform. Perfect. We've only got a couple more weeks and then uniform's going to be fully done, which is really exciting. And then that is it for in here. Nothing else to stuff or condense because we did that all before. Yep, all good. Lovely. Right then, so next up we have got birthdays. So I need to take out, so it was my mother-in-law's birthday. We spent £29.08 on some flowers. So I'm going to take £30 out for that. And that is going back on the credit card. So 20, 30. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 left. Actually, let's do that. Condense that down. So £20 left in birthdays, which is lush. Nothing in Christmas. Right, so next, adventure. So when we went away for our weekend the other day, the caravan we put on the credit card and that cost £229. So we're going to take £230 out of adventure, and that is in a mixture of cash and placeholders. So 100, tuck that in there, and 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30. So 230 going back. Wow, 130 going back in cash, and then 100 that I'll transfer from our savings pot over to the bills account. So 230 out for adventure. We did spend a lot more money than that on our little weekend away. So we completely drained our fun pot on hyperjar. There was 180 in there. And then there's also a couple of things that we paid for, like what are they called? Activities. So we did mini golf and a high tree walk thing, but they have fallen into next month's credit card bill for some reason. So yeah, that's fine. I'll worry about that next month. Right then, the biggie. Let's turn this page. So holiday, this is where all the big money happened. So we spent £30 on passport photos. We didn't need to do that. We just did because it was just easier. Just removed an element of stress. So £30 coming out for passport photos. We spent £1,281.64 on our hotel and £1,245 and 6p on our flights. So all of that together comes to a total of £2,556 and 70p. So we're going to take out 2,555 from holiday, which is mad. But we literally, obviously, this is what we saved the money for. So it doesn't feel too bad. But 2,555. So I did also get health insurance at the same time, but I later cancelled it and got a refund because they actually couldn't insure me because I'm on the waiting list for a consultant at the hospital. So they couldn't insure me. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some insurance, but just for Ben and Oscar, and then worry about mine a bit later down the road. So yeah, I did get that. Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten. So 2,500 and 20, 40, 50, 60. And we will make some change. So 20, 40, What am I doing? What did I do? I don't know what was in here to start with. 2,500, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. I didn't put any money down, did I? I don't think. I think I had 70. Well, we'll find out in a minute. So 20, 40, 50. Yeah, that looks right. £15 left. That sounds right. So we've got 2,500. This is such a faff today, sorry. 2,555 going back to the bank or being swapped around digitally. So that is that one done, and we've got £15 left. Perfect. Luscious, right then, condensing, nothing to happen there. Clothes, right, this is where I spent some money. So for the wedding, I did a few different bits of spending and returning and stuff, but in the end what I ended up with was £14.50 from charity shop. That was on a jacket that I then didn't use, but I've decided to keep, a pair of trousers and a pair of shoes. The trousers I'm never going to wear again in my life. They were vilely uncomfortable, but they were smart and they were what I needed. So yeah, so they were a wear once, sadly, so they'll be going back to the charity shop. And shoes, which were also horribly uncomfortable, but I'm going to hang on to them just in case they become more comfortable once I've lost some weight one day. So £14.50 from the charity shop for that. I spent £32.39 on a jacket from, ooh, where was that from? I want to say Boohoo or somewhere like that. So yeah, so that was, I think the jacket was £30 something, but then I had bought another jacket and needed to return it, and they charge you for returns, which is really annoying. So the jacket cost in the end was £32.39, and then I got a vest to go under the jacket and also a t-shirt just for me to wear for fun from day to day, and I haven't worn it yet, from Next, and that was £34.95. So all in all on clothes I spent £81.84. So I'm just going to round that to 80, and all of these roundings sort of, you know, work their way out in the end. So £80 coming out for clothes. So I'm going to use these coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. So that makes 10, 30, 50, 70, 80, and £20 left. Lovely. So I'm just going to condense that whilst we're here. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, which is what I'm unstuffing for the credit card. Lovely. Perfect. So that's nice that I've got 20 quid in there still. So yeah, good. That is good news. Savings, nothing to condense. There's just a tenner, and rollover we are not touching, which is super exciting. I thought that I was going to have to empty rollover to pay for all of the wedding stuff, but I didn't. I found a way to cover it just with the weekly stuffing, which is why on Friday it was a little bit light. Cool. So I've got this £200, which is going back to the bank for uniform, but I will include that in the count in a minute. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got the right money going back to the bank. So here I should have 3,525. There should be 575 in cash and 2,950 in placeholders. So let's see what we've got. So we've got 2,500, 800, 950. 2,950. That is exactly correct. Yay, good. That's a good start. So that's all in sterling, and I'm going to transfer that to the bills account, ready for when the direct debit comes for the credit card. So yeah, on the credit card, we've just got pay in full on a direct debit. That's why this all works out the way that it does. So that's the 2,950. And then in here, we should have 575, including that £5 there. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yay! It is all correct. How exciting. I wonder if I can get, oh, it's not the final count up. No, no. I was going to see if I could get like a little money fan, but with the placeholders in it as well. Oh, kind of. Yeah, that sort of works. I might use that as a picture. I might not, because we've not finished yet. So that is all the money that is going back to the bank. Oh, plus the extra 200 for Uniform. But I still need to finish condensing. So I've got the right money, which is really helpful. So I'm just going to pop all of those placeholders off to the side because I don't need them, but I need the cash, and I don't think I need any more placeholders, but I might. So let's put this 200 back in the tray. So there's now 775 in the tray now. Let me just make a little note of what's going back. So we've got cash, which is what I'm going to add up at the end, plus say it to its spray, 200 for uniform going back to the bank. So that should be 775 when we're finished. So next, let's have a look and see what we can condense in challenges. So first up, Saveopoly, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I keep saying I'm not going to count this, and then I do. Never mind. Right, so we want 10, 15, 20. Let's get a £20 note just to free me up some fivers for stuffing. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70 in that. Don't know why I've got the binder this way around. That's better. And then in block it, we have got 25, 30 in cash. Not cash. What's that? Notes. And then in coins, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got another 10 that we can put in there. Lovely, and £1 back in the bag. So let's swap that 10 for a 20. So £40 in there now. Lovely. Banana Llama. What do we have in notes? We've got 2 5s, so we can take a 10. And then this is in the bumblebee bag, which feels quite weighty. We might get another 10. Maybe not. Oh, yes. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. So we'll actually make that a 20. Perfect. And then Oscar savings. I was really hoping that we'd have this finished, but I had to just plug all the money into cash, which was really annoying. Oh, you know what I've forgotten for Monopoly? We'll have to come back to that. That's where all those coins ended up the other day. Right, so I did actually condense the coins out of Oscar's one before Friday. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, lovely, another round 10. Perfect. I'm really nervous about these stacks of 10s. I will knock those over. Oscar savings now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 230. And I'm not going to send this back to the bank until the current challenge is finished. So that's that one. Right, we need to go back to Saveopoly because we have 20 quid in here, don't we, from Friday. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. Too many coins. So 20 going in there. Lovely. Right, so that is it for challenges. There's nothing to condense in Cheeky, but oh yes, there is in Cheeky Bonus. Hang on one sec. There is £5 to condense out of gifts, but actually, thinking about it, what I'm going to do, because I already know that we've spent more money than we have for birthdays because we've got a big family birthday coming up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 5 and those 5 coins and actually just pop a 10 into birthdays to cover that, because we actually need some cash because we're going to the pub tomorrow, so we can probably use that to buy that person a pint. Luscious. And then the super exciting bit, oh, I hope this video's been okay. It feels a bit all over the place for me. The super exciting bit is we actually get to do a bit of condensing into Save You McSave as well. Yay. Otherwise, this is just going to hoard all of the £5 notes. Oh, it's so nice to be looking at this again. I haven't looked at this since I did it the other day. I'm going to be giddy about this for ages. Cool, right, so buffer, we have got 10, 20, 30, 40 in buffer. Is that what we put in? Gosh, it was, wasn't it? That was a lot. So 40 quid going into buffer. Lovely. These are so staticky. Right, car looks like it got 20. No, more than that. Oh yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 55. So what I'm going to do for Savey McSave is I am actually going to take stuff back to the bank when it reaches 50, because there's so many categories and it's going to take a long time to reach certain goals and things. And I just feel like if I don't do that, I'm going to end up with so much cash in this binder and I don't want to risk it. So that's 50 quid going back to the bank for car savey. Let's call it that. Right, clothes is next. We've got 25, so nothing we can do in there for condensing. And then groceries has got 25, so we'll just swap that. Health, I think, just has a 5. Yeah, rent got nothing, as we know. Spending got 10, 25, no, 30. So we'll keep a 10 and we'll grab a 20. Subscriptions, oh yeah, that got 20. So 10 and 2 5s. And then lastly, utilities didn't get anything. So that is Savey McSave condensed. And I also have some 5s and 10s that I can use for cash stuffing, which is awesome. So all in all then, cash in the tray, we should have 575 plus 200 plus 50. So 575, 775, 825. That's what we should have in cash. So let's give that a count and have a look. So 20, how do I want to do this? Just put it in one big stack. Oh, let's do the money fan. There we go. So that's all the money that is going back to the bank. So we have got, can't fit that in my hand. Don't be silly, Jenny. We have got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 7, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, yeah, 75, 80, 85, 785, 1, 2, 3, 4, 825, yeah, because that's 40. Hang on, we've done that really, really weird. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Give me one sec. Right, that's 500. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 7. Right, this is where I got in a pickle. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 8, 5, 10, 15, 25. Yes, 8 to 25. Oh, dearie me. Right, so £825 going back in cash alongside the 2,000, what was it, 950 that I'm going to be transferring covers that ridiculous credit card bill. But it is super exciting because we have a holiday. It is all paid for. We're still saving on the side for other things as well. And so, yeah, I cannot complain. So that is it. That is my very long, garbled unstuffing this month. Hopefully it'll be a bit more straightforward next month. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy that. A quick reminder of this week's affirmation: with each breath, my body becomes healthier and stronger, which is super lovely. So yeah, have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you on Friday for another cash stuffing, and hopefully Oscar will have a gold medal. Ooh. Cool. I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye.